We're called Willy's Pies and we sell pies. My name's Will Lewis, owner of Willy's Pies. We make pies and I ride the NQi Cargo new bike. Basically got furloughed over lockdown. Within 2 weeks of lockdown started making the pies. I used to work as a chef at a restaurant called Brat. It was just an idea that sort of came into my head over lockdown and just went from there really. It wasn't really a dull time, you know, it was quite enjoyable. I think because we jumped onto this idea quite quickly, it just, it was good fun. I just always sort of liked the idea of doing one thing and doing it well. And I think, like, especially in the south of England, like, sort of pies have sort of lost their identity a little bit. We're sort of used to it being sort of quite rubbish and from the supermarkets and stuff like that. And it's sort of, obviously we're based here in East London and it's something that's been dying out. We just sort of wanted to give it a little bit of a facelift and keep it going really. Well, like, I obviously just use it from getting to and from work, which is great. But in terms of just like, we constantly need to be in and out of the shop and it's just practical. We do deliveries on it, small amounts of deliveries and stuff like that, local deliveries and picking up stock whenever we need it. And I think it's just like, it's just really obviously really well made, basically. You know, everything's been slightly thought about. And first of all, it's rapid, which is great. You know, it's very, very nippy. And yeah, I just think the design in general is just like really solid. You know, it's got everything you need really. I didn't drive before, so, you know, and I've never really been interested in driving, to be honest, around London, because you just don't need it. But to have it is, you know, it's nice. I mean, it's so easy, first and foremost. Plugging it into the wall is amazing. Just charging it at work, and then I just drive home in it at night. It's great. And I just think mainly it's just about doing your bit, isn't it? And it's just like, you know, I just didn't want to get a petrol moped, basically, yeah. Now's our opportunity to do our bit. While we're small scale, we've got that opportunity to sort of like, you know, make the conscious efforts that we need to make. So we've always thought like that, and I think just using the bike and an electric scooter just sort of adds to that really. It's just another thing that we say that we do, you know, and that's important. Well, we can fit about 6 to 10 pies in there. It's a bit of a squeeze, you know, so that's but yeah, it's you know, it's not just about just fitting pies in there. You know, there's always other bits and bobs that we need to go and pick up, and it's just great to have. We're sort of, I mean, we take one step at a time. We sort of have been really lucky to be working with great brands and like NIU, and it seems to be getting work through these good, like, other like-minded, decent companies. I think, like, you know, ultimately the main goal is in the next year to get this, like, the pies into supermarkets. And just keep expanding as much as we can, and really get Willy's Pies to be sort of a household name, essentially. We've had issues with this place mainly because it is a production space and we wanted to keep it that way. And I think, so by having that as production, you know, people wanted the hot foods and we weren't able to offer it, and it got a bit confusing. We were doing it on Friday, Saturday, just down here. But now we've got a spot over in Nettle Market and it just allows us to be open and serving hot food to customers, Wednesday to Sunday. So yeah, it's just another step, isn't it, in the business really. You know, people don't have to just get our pies from the shop, and now you can have it hot. Yeah, absolutely. I already have, and you can tell around London anyway. People are going that way. I think you know, I've already chatted to one of the boys actually. He's thinking about getting one himself in the shop. So yeah, absolutely. If you're going to look to go electric, I'd go with NIU.